stage right now. Please welcome Mr. Preston Williams.
I'm excited to be here. I'm surprised to be here. It's a family-friendly show. I'm not family-friendly. They just asked us not to swear and not to say any stories that glorify alcohol or anything like that. And I just gotta say, all my stories are warnings. So. This time, like if I am successful, this 10 minutes will be the longest I've gone without swearing in 12 years. I grew up with a bunch of swears. I heard my grandmother curse during Grace on Easter. I tell you what she said, but I can't. That hurts me. I don't get nervous often, actually. Especially in like tense situations, I'm one of those people that I just do fine. It's honestly day-to-day stuff that I have trouble with. That's why I have a girlfriend. She's good at planning. I'm good at improvising. For example, she made sure I remember to bring my notes this evening, and I forgot to bring them on stage and am now winging it. It wasn't perfect. I am a very calm person in tense situations, and she gets anxiety very easy, so we're just perfect for each other. She does the day-to-day, and when stuff hits the fan, call me, okay? Like, I remember when we first started dating, I took her camping in the Black Hills to kind of like flex my redneckiness. Redneckery? I don't, what doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. So we went camping, and then afterwards I drive a Ford F-150, and I thought it'd be a fun time to take that up and down the Black Hills and visit some hiking trails. So we're just mudding up and down the hills, and all of a sudden I press on the gas and I go nowhere. And that's concerning. And I go out to see if I can find what the problem is, and that wasn't hard because my wheels were facing two different directions. And I'm in the middle of a mountain, and all I did, this is when I think she fell in love with me, is I beat the tire back into place with a hammer. And then I took apart my back door, got the rear speaker out, took some wire from the speaker, wrapped my, I forget the part called, it's like a ball and then like that, whatever. I'm not an actual mechanic. I don't know the terminology, I just got it done, okay? And I wired up and I drive it 12 miles down a mountain on a rocky path, and I made it to Rapid City on a Sunday. I found the one shop that's open, which was just some guy's garage. I called the real shop and they go, no, call this guy. And I went there and he took one look and he goes, damn, looks like an Indian did this. And if you were at all insulted by this, know that I have been an amateur mechanic for 12 years, and that is the biggest compliment I have ever had. My car in high school was a Ford Escort held together by duct tape, and I am not even joking about that. But I'm great in bad situations. About 2 weeks ago, there was a fire in an apartment in my apartment building. And the alarms went off and all this. And this happens, I live in a bad apartment building, and they just don't care. And like the alarm goes off like every third month for no reason, and it takes them 3 hours to shut it off. So whenever it goes off, I just go, I'm going to the bar. Like, I can't deal with this. The alarm went off, and I just went, it's probably going to take a while. You want to go to a park or something, you want to go bowling. And I walk out, and this one's a little different. All the lights are flashing, and I smell stuff. And I come back to my girlfriend, I go, look, it's probably going to take a little longer. Definitely bowling, okay? And she goes, the cats. And I go, fine. And we have 4 cats. Because my girlfriend went, look at the little noodle. Sorry. But we have 4 cats. And so now I have to herd 4 cats. And I don't know if you ever tried herding cats, but it's a lot like... The metaphor is completely escaping me. I can't... I don't know. But we have 4 cats, and they have names, and I'm not going to use their name. You guys don't care. So, for the sake of argument, I'm just going to call them fat, fluffy, dumb, and new. That might sound insulting, but I often listen to my own material at home and just to like see how I do and get notes, and I don't want them to hear it and know that I'm talking about that. So it's actually quite nice of me to give them fake names. So we're herding cats. We have 4 cats and 2 cat carriers. Already, I don't like this scenario. So I grabbed the dumb one because it's easiest. We put that one in a harness and I just tie it to a doorknob. Put a leash on, just tie it to a doorknob. And then I go grab the fluffy one because that's the one I like. It's the only male cat. And my girlfriend's Mexican, so I also live with her mom. And it'd be racist if it wasn't true, okay? And so there's 5 women, and it's just me and this fluffy cat. So I get him next, and I put him into the cat carrier, and then I go in the fat one. And I don't like the fat one. Because this is the only cat that doesn't like me. Because it will, at 2 o'clock in the morning, sneak up on me while I'm sleeping and punch me 3 times in the face, not 4, not 2, because it knows if I get 4, I'll catch it. And I don't like that it knows that. I don't like that it's that smart. It'll constantly punch me 3 times in the face and then run off. Okay, so I outsmarted her though, and I got one of those spray bottles, so I get a little distance, and I don't have to chase her so far, and I got her a couple times, but now what she does is she hops up on my dresser and throws the bottle on me, and then runs off. I don't like she's that smart. So that one's hiding under my back, my girlfriend's back, and I'm trying to get it out from underneath there, and it's scratching me all to hell. And this might sound horrible, but I mean, you're 9 years old. I have a new one. No! Same thing, doesn't count. No, I'm sorry, I get excited. Someone told me the other day I have the energy of the ShamWow guy and the voice of Gilbert Godfrey. I talk with my hands a lot, I'm sorry. But okay, it's like, if you're 9, if you go, my girlfriend's not going to be so upset. She just rescued that other one. So, and I like that one a little better. It doesn't punch me. So I start chasing the little kitten. It's only about 9 months old. And 9-month-old kitten just full of energy, full of panic. Alarms are going off still. Lights are blaring in our apartment. Loud noises. And so it's just running from underneath the bed to underneath the couches to underneath the bed to underneath the couches, back and forth for 5 minutes. All of a sudden I go, I'm done. Naomi, put the cat carrier right here in front of the door. And I just jump on the bed. And it bolts out there like all hell. And she played soccer in high school and just assisted that thing right into the cat carrier. I get a stick and I poke out the fat one. We got them all. And this is the cutest part about the whole story for me is I love animals. I love cats. And I love when animals adopt animals that aren't their young. I think that's the cutest thing ever. And the fluffy one, the dude, when we first got the kitten, was just an awesome dad. I just would hold it down and make sure it got a bath, which was hilarious. If you haven't seen that, look it up online. It's somewhere. It's hilarious. Just he's a pretty big fella too. I said fluffer. And he would just hold it out. But they're in the cat carrier together, and he has one paw on the kitten, licking his ear, just calming him down, looks at me and goes, meow, 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 meow. And I love to, whenever I hear animals talking, I doolittle in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretend they're saying stuff. Like, I saw 2 geese this morning flying and honking, and in my brain, I just went, all I heard was, Martha, I told you 2 weeks ago we should have migrated. It's -8 degrees on ice on my head. Well, a little birdie told me down south it was too hot. Those are canaries. They do not need the... So when my cat's calling the other cat, all I hear is, it's gonna be okay, little one. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna die, Preston, aren't we? Tell me the truth. We're gonna die. It's okay. We're gonna die. Anyways, we get all the cats out, and 2 minutes later, the fire department show up and tell us we can get back in. One last part, my favorite part about that story is I told that story to my mom, and she goes, you need to have a fire plan for the cats. And I go, fine. I'll sit them all down. We'll run through it a few times. My fire plan is skip the fat one next time. Thank you guys, that was a lot of fun.